because
Yeah. What time did you go? And okay, the movie starts at 7 p.m. What time
yeah,
did you arrive?
I arrived about 15 minutes before, and I
Come
didn't think
on,
it
man. Come on.
was.
Go Fobo, fan screening. The
Yeah, I
fans have been excited for this.
didn't.
Nerd reactor, roll out.
What's up, everybody? John here, and I have brought with me Mike. And Mike has not seen the movie yet, but Mike is a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, so I had to have him in this video to talk about this movie. And Mike, there's a story about you and Five Nights at Freddy's today. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not talk about it.
Yeah, I try to go to the screening and it's I mean, we're different markets. You're in LA. I'm over here in Las Vegas, so it's not the same groups or whatever that do all the PR stuff. But I got an invitation from GoFabo. That's just general screening. It doesn't guarantee you access to the screenings. It's just kind of like first come first serve. But like where by the time I got there, I mean it was packed. There were multiple people waiting for this thing, and like the guy was like, yeah, we overbooked. Like there's no way, like there's too many people where nobody's getting in. So they just they get out a lot of tickets, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to get in. But it was kind of funny to see like
The
the
fans,
variety of
the variety of fans.
there was definitely fans. I saw fans in costumes, like people actually dressed
Yo,
up, like cosplay, like quasi cosplay, like not necessarily.
oh, not fully
Uh,
animatronic Freddy and
no,
Chica.
like I forgot. They were like not, I wouldn't say maid style, but like it was definitely like something like you would see at like Anime Expo or WonderCon or something. But it was definitely inspired by Bonnie and Foxy, and I was like, okay, so like the fans are out. Fans came to see this, and
Yeah.
I should have been there way earlier because
Yeah.
I
What
just
time did you go? And okay, the movie starts at 7 p.m. What time
yeah.
did you arrive?
I arrived about 15 minutes before, and I
Come
didn't think
on, man.
it
Come on.
was.
Go Fobo, fan
Yeah,
screening. The
yeah. I
fans have
didn't.
been excited for this.
And I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Like, cause I've been to other ones. Like, I've seen other screenings, and like, just people just don't show up. Like when
What
I saw
movie?
Alejandro. When I saw
Come
Alejandro.
on. This Alejandro, no one's heard of that. And now I don't think people still have heard of that movie now. But
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's, that's something. That's like a lot of gamers are into it, and YouTubers have helped make it a big thing.
Yeah.
And really, Alejandro?
I went there. There was a ton of seats left. It was
Yeah.
way open, But
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked to see the movie, and I was like, yeah, it was great to go and see it. But yeah, unfortunately, this was just not going to happen. I should have been there about an hour. I had something prior, and I was like, I'll make it home. Yeah, I'll make it in time. And then by the time I got there, and it was like, nah, they were like, we're sold out, and I was like, okay, whatever. I guess I'll go see it the next couple of days. But how did you like it, and what did you hear as far as from your screening?
I really enjoyed the movie. I had fun with it. It's seeing the animatronics, seeing the move, and just seeing how it's incorporated and just in the actual movie, but also through the monitors. Very creepy, just like staring at the camera, stuff like that. I was like, I haven't played. Okay, my background. I have maybe played the game like 1 minute. That's it. I was like, screw this. I don't want to play this. It's too creepy. But maybe in the future, I'm going to force myself to play it because I hate, you're staring at a monitor and just stuff, jump scares is going to pop out. And so I'm not a
Yeah,
huge fan of jump scares.
yeah,
But I'm pretty sure, like me not knowing, I feel like this is something that they've done in the games where like the characters, the animatronic would stare at the camera and just be all creepy looking.
yeah.
And so it's a fun movie. I wouldn't say it's a scary movie. There's some creepy elements. There's some few, maybe like one really gory element. Other
Okay,
stuff, it's been like just cutting away because it's PG-13.
right.
And but I think with the lore, I think the thing about this, like if you're a fan, you're gonna enjoy this for the lore, just with different characters being introduced. And I've been talking to other people, because this is a media screening, so there are some fans. Like I brought my plus one, she's a fan of the games, And the row behind me, there were like two girls behind me that are huge fans, because every time there was like an Easter egg or something that's a revelation, they're like, oh, they get excited, and they're like the only ones in the theater screaming. And I like that. I feed off of that energy. But my two buddies on my right, they're not gamers, and they thought the movie was cute. One said the movie was cute. The other one said the movie was boring. And it's a fun ride. Like for this one, Five Nights at Freddy's. And I think if you know what you're in for, like a horror comedy movie that's based on these killer animatronics inspired by Chuck E. Cheese, then I don't think you should expect something like the best or scariest horror movie ever. And it's PG-13.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, and I was kind of like looking at some of the reviews that I was seeing, because one thing that was kind of a red flag was that a lot of the embargoes were kind of
Yeah.
held.
Yeah.
So like so like I was telling in, I was like, oh, they're only like recently screening, and then I found out that screenings already happened. That was like what, maybe a week or two ago, and it's like, oh, so people have already screened it.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying anything about it, so nothing has come out. There's, as of right now, there's no reviews out. It's like, besides now that people are coming out, I think now
are they saying it now? Because I still have the embargo. We have the embargo. Well, once this is out, the reviews are going to be out. So, yeah, and the thing that I liked about this is that Scott, the creator, he's the co-writer, and so his stamp of approval is going to be in this movie, just because he's one of the filmmakers in this movie. And the story, I think the lore, I enjoyed like the revelations, the story of just like the characters discovering Freddy's and just figuring out what's happening, what's going on.
What's the story? Just give us a brief synopsis of what the movie is.
Yeah, so it's pretty much let me get the names here. So you got Josh Hutcherson from that one movie with I Volunteer, Hunger Games. I've not seen, maybe like one. I've only seen one movie of that. Okay. But he plays Mike Schmidt, and he's a security guy, and he has a sister that he's trying to take care of. So he's battling with some other stuff with like his aunt in custody of the sister, and then he needs a job. And so he talks to Matthew Lillard's character, and Matthew Lillard's character helps him. Like, I might have something for you. And so he introduces him to like being a security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And, once you go there, things starts happening.
Things go bump in the night.
Things go bump in the night. Watching it, like I was never gonna like expect it's going to be truly scary, just because it's PG-13. There are some PG-13 horror movies done well, like The Ring. I really like that. That was PG-13. But this one, especially with like the young gamer crowd, I don't think they're going to go all out, but I wish they did. I wish this was like rated R, and because there was just a lot of cutaway scenes of, like, imagine Saw if it was PG-13. Like, imagine the traps. Imagine the jaw trap, right? And like the timer goes off, but right when he reaches 0, the camera cuts away to something else, so you never see it. So a lot of the killings is just cutaway shots, and maybe like one scene where they really show you, oh, that person's dead.
Yeah, like I mean, that's kind of the thing about the fandom, or the fan base of FNAF, is you have older gamers, like you have like the Markipliers, people that like are Markiplier's age or around, or people that watch Markiplier, and then you have kids, because there's kids that are really like the toys, and there's plushies. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they make in merchandise, and kids are really drawn to it. I think even one of our friends' kid, he even buys like the little plush dolls or plushies.
Plush doll for Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's like, do you know what that's from? Like, you know what that story is, right? Like, I don't think they even know. I think it's just such an interesting.
The characters look cute. Right? Like you're like an animatronic. Like, I think this is more pop. It's crazy. Imagine a world now where you have Five Nights at Freddy's characters, animatronics, merchandise, selling more than Chuck E. Cheese And Chuck E. Cheese is
Yeah.
an actual place, so it's like, what happened?
You can go to Chuck E. Cheese right now and meet Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, but you won't get like the merchandise everywhere. Not like
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I'm wearing the Five Nights at Freddy's T-shirts. I don't see anyone wearing a Chuck E. Cheese T-shirt. Where are they
Oh,
at?
did
Where
you
are they?
see?
Are you wearing it?
No, they rebranded Chuck E. Cheese. He doesn't look the
Really?
same anymore. Yeah,
Uh,
he's been rebooted.
okay, rebooted and booted.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. What else did I like about this? Just yeah, the animatronics, Jim Henson's animatronics, it looks really good. Just them moving around and just giving you that just creepy vibe, and you're not sure whether they're there to like hurt them or just just make kids happy because they're children's entertainment.
Yeah.
But the eyes, I love the eyes. Every time you see the eyes like just glow like at night, and that's like the only thing that you see. And then just the way they move, I love like they move in like a creepy way. So it's not doesn't look goofy. It is goofy, but it's still creepy. It's kind of hard
Like
to explain that.
I'm trying to think of like what we could possibly compare this to. Like maybe like the Goosebumps movie.
I haven't seen the Goosebumps one, the new one,
The not the there's a
the old school ones.
like the one with Jack Black.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen it? Oh,
No,
okay.
no. Why is that like not? It's more like for kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
This
more,
one's, it's almost entering rated R territory.
okay.
Rated R territory, and but the PG-13 is there, so
Yeah.
I feel like there might be director's cut somewhere or uncut edition, which I want to check out.
Yeah.
'Cause there is some blood. There's some blood here and there.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember Scott posted something it was like a few days ago, and he was just kind of like saying like, film's gonna come out. And I think he knew that the embargo was gonna drop soon. So
Yeah.
he's like, he's basically said like, I just want people to know that, I made this for fans. Like I really appreciate you guys coming along on this ride with us. And like, none of this would have happened if you guys didn't, play the games or, buy the merch. And also there's books, John. There's a whole thing about the
I
books.
heard. I heard there were books, which I didn't even know about until my friend,
Yeah.
my guest who I brought with me,
Yeah.
she was like, "Yeah, there's like books and all that." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
wow, all right."
And in order for you to fully understand what's going on in the games, you got to read the books. You got to buy the like.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
Or
all.
you just watch the movie.
What
I
she
feel like
said
the
that.
movie's pretty
Explain more?
self-explanatory.
Okay, so they explained a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, they explain stuff, and you're like, that makes sense. Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen because this is a non-spoiler review, but we're gonna be talking about some little minor spoilers.
Yeah. So, but your friend, she was like, "Oh, this is like a big lore thing, and like this explains this or whatever." Like she kind
Yeah.
of broke it down in that way. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty much she's like, "Oh, I can't believe they went there. They're excited." Just with the story, and I think I was talking to someone because I did a video talking about one of the trailers for Five Nights, and I mentioned like I didn't play the game, and they're like, "Oh, all you gotta do is just play the first game," and after watching the movie, it's not just the first game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's like other games that's involved in this one too, and also some cameo appearances.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who, but it's not the person you think, because that person already said like, "Hey, I'm not in it," so
Yeah.
but it's someone else. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's what we kind of saw in the trailer. Corey Kenshin's in it, and then they had one of the other YouTubers. I don't know all the YouTubers, but like all these
Wait,
people.
which one? Who's Corey?
Corey is the taxi driver.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So he's a
YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber. Okay, now he was funny. He's funny in this movie.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. There was a couple other people that I know that are part of the theory community, and they all got to do like set visits. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're not in it as well. Because yeah, there was a couple of them that they showed like set visit photos, and they were like, "Hey, we're here, whatever." It's like, okay, so you kind of had an idea that they might
little
be.
hint. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think just let's say, what are the gripes I had with this movie, or just negatives. I want to say, yeah, like I mentioned before, I think I would have liked it better if it was rated R, and maybe just more, yeah, just some more like just scarier scenes, because there were some creepy scenes, but I wasn't truly terrified. But I think even with that said, the movie is still about the lore. So as long as they introduce the lore and just like the performances, because I do like just Josh's performances, and then with his sister, and just all that, I still enjoyed it, and I was just along for the ride. But I think horror fans that don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, they're watching this, they'll just think it's tame, and it's like, but it's like PG-13, pizzeria, animatronics from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even like, I mean, did you watch The Black Phone?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was that scary.
Yeah. But I still like that one. Still
I mean,
engaging.
it gets kind of like, but not like,
Tense. Yeah.
you don't see them like straight up kill a kid, but the kids are dead and they're
Yeah.
talking, but I didn't think it was that scary. Like, I know people were like the Black Phone. I was like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You thought it was an entertaining movie and like a really
Mhm.
interesting, plot or whatever. I didn't think it needed a sequel, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a story that came out earlier today. Director defends PG rating, tells fans not to expect rated R cut. We're sticking to the rating.
Well, there you go. That's
That's
it. But yeah.
that's Emma Tammy. That's the director. That's what
Yeah.
she said.
But yeah, I think I'll do a conclusion for this one, like a final thought. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, I still had a fun time at the theaters, and I think if you're a fan, watch it with your just the community, with the fan base in theaters, and then you can watch it streaming. And just seeing the animatronics by Jim Henson's, I thought it was done really well. They look creepy, and the lore, I was engaged. I was like just absorbing all the information that's coming out, and I think fans are gonna really enjoy this, and then I think others, like the public, I don't know, maybe it might be too boring, not scary enough, who knows, but I think fans are gonna get a kick out of this. And this is it for our non-spoiler review, and we're gonna be releasing a spoiler review. We're gonna be talking about everything, so stay tuned. So I think I might do a giveaway with these Five Nights at Freddy's pins. Let's see, you can zoom in on this. There it is.
There you go.
There you go. Can you survive? Yeah. So I might do those in the spoiler review of this. So stay tuned for that one. And with that, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, all of that. And we'll see you guys next time.